Hello everybody and welcome to my show. Thank you all so much for watching. Of course, by all, I might just be talking to my mum, so shout out to Mama Blank. Hi mum, I love you lots, I'll see you real soon. Now if you can't guess what this show was going to be about from my t-shirt, from the posters and action figures behind me, I'm sure a big giveaway is probably what's over on my left side. You see the cans of White Claw. Of course, it's the official drink of wrestling fans for summer 2019. Thanks to Joey Janela for starting that craze. I've been White Claw wasted for this past month or so. And now if I've got the White Claw, you know this has to be a show about wrestling. In particular, this first episode is going to be about something happening in the Tennessee area in just a few short days on Friday, August 2nd, Saturday, August 3rd. It's going to be about the Scenic City Invitational Tournament of 2019. Now the SCI Tournament is a 16-person tournament over 2 nights, over that Friday and the Saturday. It's got all its first round matches on that Friday night, and then we have the second round and then the 4-way elimination match for the final on the Saturday. It's been around for about 5 years, and not only does it include some of the best talent from the local areas, but it also brings in huge names like Chris Hero has been in it before, Leo Rush, Moose, Mance Warner, Kurt Stallion. It's had guys like Nick Gage and PCO. Matt Riddle has won this tournament previously, and it's also had Mr. White Claw himself, Joey Janela, and guys like Darby Allin. In fact, Joey Janela and Darby Allin had a first round match a couple of years ago at the SCI Tournament, years before their matchup at AEW. So the guys know what they're doing. They have a great eye for talent, and they really bring in some great names, which is just a great thing for this area to get to see. One thing I also really like about this, it's not just any old random tournament where names are thrown in and they battle to the winner. It also includes storylines from SCI's other shows. It has about 4 or 5 other shows a year. It's got the Rumble in January where the Rumble winner gets to pick his match in the tournament. It has showdowns where people can qualify for this tournament. It has the Trios tournament later on in the year, and then this year it's going to have a throwdown, a Scenic City throwdown in October, which I can't wait to see. The storylines and the matchups kind of all, like from event to event, things that happen can kind of go on from that. It also uses 2 other promotions around the area. The first one is Subgraps over in Nashville, which is a fantastic promotion. If you haven't seen it yet, I recommend going online and finding some Subgrap events or just some Subgrap matches. It's held at the Basement Eats Bar, which number one, that's a great setting. It's always fun to have a wrestling event in a bar. It brings in, a little bit of a more mature crowd. It's an 18+ audience, and you can drink, so that's a bit of fun. It has some great talent that it brings in, but possibly my favorite thing is it has the ring announcements by Righteous Jesse. Now this guy will get you fired up for matches. You do not even need to chug a White Claw to get you ready for him. He will get you pumped up, and you might have seen him at GCW's Light Out event, which came from the Basement East, the home of subs, this past week or so ago. The other company that kind of has its storylines used and interwoven within this tournament is down in Atlanta, Georgia, and it's called Action Wrestling. Now Action is similar to SCI as that it's a more family friendly event. It does a lot of good stuff for local schools and local communities. It has a great job with its branding. It's got some beautiful merchandise, some great looking t-shirts, and the Action Wrestling Championship belt itself is gorgeous. That is held by AC Mack, who's actually going to be in this year's SCI tournament, and he is the one that won the Rumble to get to pick his first round match. Now, if all that sounds good, what's cool about this is, all those storylines come together. It's kind of like the Marvel Cinematic Universe, at least a little bit to me. You can watch any event by itself and it's great. You can definitely watch this tournament and you will be so impressed. The matches are going to be great. You'll get to see the winner of the tournament. But knowing those little details from what happened previously at SUP or what happened at SCI or what happened in Action will make it even better. I'll talk about it more in my next video where I dive into the matches, give my predictions. But yeah, it is a bit like that. It's a bit like just watching the SCI tournament is like watching an Avengers movie. You're going to like it. It's going to be great. It's going to be action-packed. But if you've watched the Iron Mans and Captain Americas and Doctor Stranges, and know all the little details and all the little intricacies, it's going to be even better when you get that big payoff. Now, another cool thing about SCI is that if you want to come into the area and visit live, tickets are still available. I have mine right here. The tickets are a bargain. They start at just $10 for general admission per night. You can get them at scIwrestling.com. You no longer have to slide into Dylan Hale's DMs in the middle of the night to try and get you a ticket. Just go on scIwrestling.com. Of course, if you miss the old way, I'm sure you can still shoot your shot with Dylan. What's the worst he can do? Block you? If you are traveling also, SCI has an official hotel for people visiting the area. It's the Best Western near Chattanooga. If you follow Papa Hales on Twitter, you'll get more of the information about that. I am not lucky enough to say I've personally experienced staying at this Best Western, the SCI hotel before, but I do know that they have all kinds of festivities and events going on. Like there's a cake eating contest, there's a SCI prom. If you need more recommendations about staying there, I'm just going to throw up on the screen right now a tweet from Nick Gage himself while he was at the SCI prom last year at the Best Western Hotel. Take a look at that and tell me, do you need to see more? You know, if you need to come down and visit, wouldn't that be a great place to stay? Of course, if you can't get into Chattanooga, you know, on such short notice, it is just a few days away. You can watch this all on Independent Wrestling TV. What's cool is this year, it's actually going to be streamed live. Both nights, Friday and Saturday, will be streaming live. And what's even cooler is, since this is like the WrestleMania of the Southeastern scene, the WrestleMania week of the Southeastern scene, on the Thursday night, another event at Crooks Wrestling, Hey Jealousy, will also be streaming live on independentwrestling.tv. So you get to watch that on Thursday. You get to watch night one of the tournament on Friday. You get to watch the finals on the Saturday. And then on the Sunday, you'll see us all with sore heads. A few of the fans will have hangovers. I'm sure a few of the wrestlers might have hangovers too. But Subgraps is presenting its own show on the Sunday. All hell breaks loose from the Basement East. You can stream it live on independentwrestling.tv also. And to make it even better, if you needed any other reason to sign up, if you've never signed up before, you can use the code SUPGRAPS and get 20 days for free. If you do that right now, it'll give you a chance to watch not only previous SUPGRAPS events, but also even like the last couple of SCI tournaments too. In saying all that, Action Wrestling is also presenting a show this weekend before the finals of the SCI on that Saturday afternoon at 2 p.m. Action Wrestling is presenting a future showcase event from the Soddy Daisy High School, which is the home of the SCI tournament. And the future showcase, last year it featured people like Marco Stunt, who went on to blow up and be everywhere. You know, if you saw him in Chattanooga last year in August, he then went on to get lost in New York. He then went on to be in the over the budget battle royal at All Out. You know, he did get injured. He came back from that injury and he's done even more this year. He's been all over GCW. He's been all over AEW. The guy's got such a bright future, and the first place I ever saw him was right here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. So Futures is definitely worth checking out too. I'm sure that'll be on Independent Wrestling TV. And if you're in the area and have tickets to SCI, the tickets to Action's Futures Showcase is just $5 each. Great stuff. Now I'm going to do another video, the second part of this, going through all the matches, going through the rundown of the lineups, going through the brackets, and giving you my predictions. But before I do that, I want you all just to follow all these groups on Twitter. I'll throw the links up so it's real easy to find. You can also follow me on Twitter at BlountieMcFly. Do me a favor and hit that like button, hit that subscribe button so you get to see when I drop the next video, which will be my predictions. That's going to be coming up real soon. I appreciate you watching this first one, this little introduction. Thank you all so much. I'll see you soon. Let me know what you think about the predictions and stuff by hitting me up on Twitter or dropping them in the comments. Thank you. I'll see you real soon.